Hello everyone, my name is Luellen from Racing Company, and today I will introduce the residential water treatment products for you. First, we can see here, this is our new residential softener, S series. This series residential softener is with a square structure and has three kinds of colors of light to stand for three kinds of status. First is service, and then regeneration, and then is salt shortage status. For the in service status, it will show the green light, and in regeneration status, it will show yellow color, yellow light. And if the salt shortage status appears, it will show the red light. Users can see it directly and no need to check, to open the cover to check. So it is very convenient. And for setting parameters, there has two methods. One is open the cover, then check the parameters or reset or set the parameters. And the second is you can set by your cell phone, because this valve, this softener has Wi-Fi control function. Later I will introduce one by one. And you can see here, this for this residential softener, we matched with F105 valve now. And we also are developing the valve F136. These two valves, the functions are the same, but different from the inlet and outlet size. For F105, the inlet outlet size is 3/4, and for F136, this one is with 1 inch inlet and outlet. And now I will introduce the functions one by one. First is Wi-Fi control. This one is convenient for users to check and set the parameters. First, you need to download the app and then install it in your cell phone, and then match the valve with the cell phone. And after the match successfully, then you can check or set the parameters by your cell phone directly. No need to open the cover, so it is more convenient for users. And then is hard water bypassing function. This function, you can see here, the valve, on the valve there is adjustable bolt. It can be mixed up a little of raw water with the soft water, so let the outlet water hardness can match, can meet the requirements of users. So this is hard water bypassing function. And then is downflow and upflow regeneration optional. For this one is when users need the upflow or downflow, you can he can choose by himself. No, it depends on users' requirements. And refilled with softened water. It means when brine refill, in brine refill status, these systems can refill with the softened water, not the raw water. So the results is that the can save the water and save the salt. And the next one is proportional brine draw. This means when the water available drops to zero, but not drops to zero, but the maximal interval regeneration days has reached the set value. So at that time, the system will start regeneration directly, but there has some water available, still has some water available. So at that time, if the system brine draw and brine refill as normal regeneration status will be waste more water and waste more salt. So we have designed such function proportional brine draw, and then it will brine draw and brine refill proportional, not same as the normal regeneration status. Okay, next is brine dry mode. Under this mode, brine refill will start 4 hours before service status finish, and it will refill with softened water, so it can enhance the effect of regeneration, also can save time. And this mode can prevent the growth of bacteria in the brine tank, so can protect the resin tank. And next is intelligent water leakage protection. For this kind of valve, there are 3 kinds of protection types. First is that can match with such kind of water leakage sensor to put this kind of device to the leakage point, and then it will give a signal to the valve if there is leakage, and then the system will close the inlet. Then the system will let the valve goes to the closed status. So at that time can reduce the loss caused by leakage. And the second one is can set the continuous water supplying time. For example, when we set a value such as 20 minutes for water flows, if the actual use is about 25 minutes or 30 minutes, the system will determine that there is a leakage for the pipeline, because we have set it as 20 minutes, but actually it has flows out for 30 minutes. So at that time, the system also will turn to closed status to let the users to check where is the leakage point and solve the problem. And the third is set the maximal instantaneous flow rate. For example, we set it as 2 cubic meter per hour. But if the pipe is burst, the flow rate may increase too much at that time. So the system will determine that the systems will receive a signal and then turn to closed status, because these 3 kinds of water leakage protections can prevent the leakage loss. These 3 leakage protection can reduce the loss of leakage cost, so it is more convenient for users to know where is leakage, or let the users to check and then solve the problems. And the next one is chlorine disinfection connector. For this kind of valve, almost all of our valves can connect to our chlorine disinfection device. It can disinfect the resin to prevent the growth of bacteria in the resin tank. And the next is salt shortage alarm function. It can set the salt added every time And the system can calculate the salt consumption for regeneration when the remaining salts is less than the salt consumption for one time of regeneration. It will check the salt, and the light will turn to red. And if the users set this value as 0, it means this function can be closed. And for this valve has another function. It is vacation mode. Because sometimes maybe the users will have the vacation and they will have a vacation another place. So when he goes to the vacation, before first he can switch this system to vacation mode. At first, it will turn to brine refill, and then salt dissolving, and the brine draw. And for the brine draw time, it is about quarter of normal brine draw time. It can store the brine in the resin tank and prevent the growth of bacteria in the resin tank. And then the valve will turn to closed status. And after vacation, when users come back, then release the mode of vacation, and the system will fast rinse first, and then go to the normal working status. And this function can prevent the unqualified water if the system not used for a long time, and also can reduce the loss if there is any leakage. So this is the vacation mode. And then you can see here there are some display board. For 2.5-inch display board, we can have such kind of different displaying. Some is background is blue or white or green. It depends on customers' requirements. Also, we also have the 3.5-inch and 4.3 inches. Also has the 3.5-inch touch screen. The touch screen is similar as our smartphones. It's very convenient for users to check or to operate. This kind of displays can be chosen for users. And now you can see here, this is our new product for the residential softener. Now it is in developing. We have two sizes of this. This smaller one can match with 917 resin tank, and the top one, the big one, can match with 1035 resin tank. And the similar, like the S-series, the valve is inside and has a cover on the top. And this type of residential softener can match with the valve of 4 cubic meters per hour or below 4 cubic meters per hour. And this is the new product. Here you can see there has two carbon rods. These two can be connected in series or in parallel. Both are okay for users. And this one is resin tank for softening water. So this system is integrated machine with filtration and softening function. And this also is in developing.